All right, good morning. I'm starting to stream live on YouTube here, but I'm getting the rest of it set up to go live on the other areas that I'm trying to go live on. I'm trying to have it sit the way I want it to sit, but I think I should be sitting more this way. So let's see if I can get over there more this way. There we go. And then we can turn that more that way. Maybe I should turn this. Let's see if we can get this going here without making such a mess, right? I'm hoping I can get it going where I'm not making too much of a mess. I'm actually, I'm already live, so I'm not going to end my stream. I'm just going to move baby over here. And I'm going to do it that way, okay? There we go. I think that's better. Much better. All righty. Whew. So you got to make sure it's like, but sometimes when I go live on here, I can't see pretty much how I'm sitting because it's not really showing through. So I'm still working on that. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. I'm about to go live now on Instagram, my Thick Is Me page, and on Facebook Live, Carol Smiles all the time. So it's Friday. I call it Fun Fridays. Fun Friday. Friday fun. Favor Friday. You know, you be hearing people saying favor ain't fair. So I'll say that too. Waiting for people to get on. I've been doing a lot of thinking. Have your mind ever just went like, you know, when your mind just go, that's how my mind be going. So good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to Coffee and Conversation with Carol. Let me tell y'all something. Here's the thing. I love coffee, so that's pretty much where um part of the name came from. At first I just was saying conversation with Carol. Like just it's just some conversation that I'm having. You know, I have questions, so it's just some thought-provoking um conversations to have with, everyone. How about that? It's thought provoking conversation to have with everyone, right? And then someone said, "Oh no, you should put coffee in there. It should be coffee and conversation with Carol." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I can do coffee and conversation with Carol. Sounds great, right?" But I do. I love having me a cup of coffee in the morning, just me and some thoughts and thinking. And one of the things I like to do is I'm a good listener. And so I want to come to you every day from 8:30 to 9 with thought-provoking questions, engaging with the community, engaging with my friends, engaging with people out there across wherever you are. You know, everybody ain't where I'm at, and just engaging because sometimes if you talk about it, sometimes you get solutions, right? If you talk about a situation or if you talk about something, you're more apt to get a solution from it when you talk it out. You talk it out, and sometimes you may be stuck in some areas, or sometimes you may have thought about it and just never had anybody to engage with you on it. So you talk about it, you engage with people on it, and it's like, oh, okay. I see where you coming from that. I see what you mean by that. I see where that's going. And so it's easy sometimes for some people. Good morning, sister. Good morning. It's sometimes easy for people to engage in that way. You know, some people, it's just like sitting at home, and I ain't saying I'm Oprah yet, But I'm just saying, you sit and you watch those shows, and they have different people on and different topics on and different conversations on. And so we sitting here and we talking. Good morning, sisters. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And so we all are having a conversation, right? So today is Friday. I have to work later on. Yep. I still got to make a living, people. We got to be out here. I'm a nurse. Got to be out here saving lives, taking care of folks, making sure people good. But today is Friday. So I said to myself, what are we going to talk about today? But I was watching movies yesterday. So quick fun fact about me. Normally when I work, for people who know me, um, I normally work double shifts. So I'll go to work at 2 and get off in the morning, what have you, whatever it is, right? So sometimes if I don't get sleep because I have appointments and stuff, I'm running around, but then my mind is working. It's like working. It's got all kind of stuff in there. And so I don't try to say everything I'm thinking because that's not good. But for folks who know me, I can say some stuff. I can be pretty unfiltered. I'll be like, no, why would she choose to do that? Anywho, in my mind yesterday, I was just like thinking about like a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff, right? And so one of the things I was thinking about was, I was watching the Bridgerton. Good morning. I was watching the Bridgerton because season part three, season three, part two came out. So one of the things I watched on the Bridgerton, that it was a friendship that was going awry. Okay, the friendship had broke up. For people who ain't seen, I ain't gonna tell you, but I'm just give you a overall. So the friendship between these two people have gone bad. It's gone bad. One friend and lied and hid some stuff, and now the other friend then kind of found out about it. So it didn't hid some stuff. But in the interim of the thing, she dating the brother. Okay, so now the friend, back in those days, you be betrothed. They come in and say, "That's the one I want." That's how I go. It ain't like today where we get to date and get to know the person and figure out, is that what we want. Back in them days, you just this is her. This is who I want. I'm watching this movie like, Lord, is that how I was back then? But that's how I was back then. So long story short, this friendship had gone already bad, but now it's even worse now because now the friend is with the brother. So then that got me to thinking. I was thinking about, wow. So I was thinking about friendship. I was thinking, because who hasn't had a friendship where it kind of went down? Like, have you had a friend where you were like really, really good friends, and then all of a sudden y'all not friends anymore? So then I started thinking about that word friend. What is a friend? And so me and one of my good little boos, I call her good little boo. At work we call her Miss Ethical. We call her Miss Ethical at work. But and I don't like to say people's name. I just put it that way. We call her Miss Ethical. But we started talking about friends. And so here's the thing that she said. She said sometimes you can be a friend to a person, but that person's not your friend. That's what she said. And I want to know what y'all think of that. So can you be a friend to somebody sometimes and they're not your friend? Like you're their friend, but they're not your friend. Then I started thinking, they're not my friend, but I'm their friend. So that means I'm going to be giving more in the friendship, or I'm going to be, you're going to be giving more. That's how I thought about it. Then you, as the friend, will be giving more because that person is not your friend. So you can't expect the same thing back. But here is another one I came up with when I started thinking about that. Can you trust someone you don't respect? Oh, somebody said, unfortunately true. Mm, unfortunately true. So you can be a friend without the other person being a friend. Mm. I never thought of it like that though. I never assumed it. I just figure if we friends, we friends. I was assuming you thinking like me. We all in this together, sir. You know, I I would assume if I'm a friend, we friends. And yeah, I've been there where people, and here's the thing too. Sometimes your personality or your um I don't know, because I have a one good friend. I have a really, really good. I have several friends. I have several. So let me put that out there. I have several friends, and I call them friend. I call them sis. I call that it's interchangeable with me because I love you. So that's how I go. But I have one good friend. She a Virgo. She knows who she is. I'm gonna talk about it right now. Honey, she reminds me so much of my mama because she just don't be caring either. She just gonna say what she gonna say. I remember one day we were in a car and I wanted to share with her some personal things that was I was feeling, and she was just very honest. She's like, if you finna be telling me about this, this, and that, I don't want to hear it. And I was like, oh, okay. God bless you. Oh, oh my goodness. But I love that about her because she's just so honest. She's just so honest and she don't mean no harm. She just so honest. I love her. I love her. I call her sis. I call her friend. I love her. She did. She is she rough around the edges, baby. She tough, but she reminds me of my mom. My mom's like that. Like my mother, and she's not saying it maliciously. My mom, but she not. She just saying it, and you might be looking at her like, why would she say that to me? But if you ever meet Minister Mother Jackson, she just says it, honey. She don't mean no harm. She don't even know when people don't even like her. She just gonna give it to you and that's gonna be it. But I don't mind having friends like that. I don't mind having friends that's gonna be 100% with me, but I never thought of me being a friend and they're not being a friend, if that makes sense. I've never thought of that before because I just always thought if you a friend, you a friend. I mean, that's my definition. So she explained to me that sometimes you can be the friend and that's that. Because the other person ain't the friend. They're you the friend. The other person is just there to receive. And that's it, and that's all. So if that friendship is gonna be longevity, good morning, Mamacita. Um, that remains to be seen. But sometimes you are the friend and the other person is not. The other person is just there, like I said, to receive. So somebody said, unfortunately, it's true. Somebody else just said that that's true. So that is something to think about, and you might want to ponder that. What friend are you? Are you the not friend, or are you the friend that's always in the in the giving line? And are you the friend that's not the friend, but you the one that's receiving? So that's something to think about because again, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that at all. So I didn't know that you could be in the what you call it, the friend zone of giving, and you're the friend that's always there, and then the other friend is the one that just receives. Yeah, you learn something every day. And I was today old. I was today old. That's that new saying. I was today old when I found that out. Yeah, pretty interesting, huh? Pretty interesting. That's some real deep thought. Cause then now you're trying to figure out now how many friends I got in my circle. Now, which friend is this one? Everybody's sitting back trying to figure out. Is this the friend that's giving? Is this the friend that's receiving? Which one is you? True, true, true. Hey, so here's another thing. Here's another thing. I don't see any other comments coming in. I don't want to skip nobody if they have something to say. And I know I give it a minute to kind of catch up. All right. So I'm not seeing anything right now. So here's another one. With all this, y'all know stuff going on in the world. Can you, can you trust someone you don't respect? Mm, can you trust someone you don't respect? Can you can you trust somebody that you because I think about respect, I think about, being respect is respect. You ain't screaming at somebody, you're talking to them and oh, wait a minute. Sis said no. So no, you can't. So you saying no, you can't trust nobody you don't respect. Do respect and trust go hand in hand? Because what if you in a situation though, sir? What if you in a situation? What if you get in a situation with someone? No, but it depends on the person. She just said, sis saying no. Mama Caesar say no, but it depends on the person. Okay, so let's put a scenario together. What if you in a drastic situation with a person you don't trust? You no, can you trust someone you don't respect? So what if you in a drastic situation with someone you don't respect? Let's say an elevator. Let's go with that. Let's say an elevator gets hey mister, hey mister. Thanks for joining. Let's say the elevator gets stuck and you in this elevator with someone you just do not respect at all. No respect. But you and that person you don't respect got to get out of this elevator. And y'all ain't got no help coming. Then what? For those that are just joining, for those that are just joining, can you trust someone you don't respect? I'm just saying, what about in those I you know, I think you mm, can you trust someone you don't respect? Good morning, beautiful. Can you trust someone you don't respect? Can you trust someone you don't respect? Beautiful said no. We're okay. Somebody else said no. We are going to work together to get out the elevator, but my mind is still set. But don't you got to kind of trust them to get out the elevator together? Because here's the thing, I don't like you, I don't respect you, but we got to get out this elevator. So if I tell you, reach up and grab or hold, what you gonna do? Hey, Mama Tony, good morning, good morning. Can you trust someone you don't respect? She said no, survival. Yeah, but I know survival. But what if they tell you you gotta hold on to the red rope or push the red light? You gotta trust that that's gonna work to get you out. So I'm saying, can you trust someone you don't respect? Can you trust someone you don't respect? No, I trust them enough to leave them alone. Mm. Oh, oh no, she okay. Mama Tony said no. I trust them enough to leave them alone. And good morning back to you. Good morning back. So my thing is, what if you go to a bank and you don't respect the teller or somebody like that, but that's the only person there that can give you the information you need? Don't you got to trust them that they give you the right information? Because everybody's saying no. So I gave an example of an elevator. Like I gave an example of an elevator. Like if you on this elevator with somebody you don't trust, somebody you don't respect, and you and this person got to get out, but ain't no help. It's just you and that person. Can you trust that person that enough? Can you trust that person enough, even though you don't respect them? Can you trust them enough that you all are going to get out of this situation together? Because if I mean, because you go to places where you really don't care for people, but they still there. It's not like you're gonna be like, no, get that person out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like that person is still there. So even if, like, say, like I said, for example, you go to the bank and you don't like the teller or something, and the teller's the one that's gotta get you the information about your money or contracts or signs or whatever it is you in there, whatever business you handling in there. You got to trust that they giving you the correct information. And what if ain't nobody else available but that person? Mm, I like this question. Can you trust someone you don't respect? She said, no, I trust them enough to leave them alone. Bye-bye. Uh, any other comments? Can you on the can you trust someone you don't respect? Because some people just said flat out no. It ain't, I don't gotta ponder it. I ain't gotta think about it. Everything is circumstantial. My distrust for a person does not outweigh logic. Okay, so I'm gonna say my for a person does not outweigh. That's okay. So everything is circumstantial, and her distrust for a person does not outweigh logic. That's from Sir. Did she say something else under there? No. Okay. Okay. Any other takers on this subject? Can you trust someone you don't respect? Any other takers? I'm gonna give it a minute. And if you're just now joining, thank you for joining me. Thank you for pushing those like buttons and follow, follow, follow. I am up to 65 on my profile for Convo and Carol. I'm up to 65. I have to get to 100, 100, 100, so I can go live from that page. I have to get to 100. I'm only at 35 on Instagram, so I gotta kind of promote there. And thank you all for joining me. This is very exciting. It's very new, but I appreciate everybody that is following, liking, and sharing. Remember, in my bios, the link to my YouTube, because I am streaming live. You can even go back and play the clips of what we're talking about, everything. If you missed yesterday, you can go on YouTube, follow the link, and just click it and listen. And you can still comment and everything, because I go back and I read. I go back and read all of it, and I take it all into consideration. So you can go back and read there. I'm waiting to see if I'm going to see any other comments before I move on. And I don't. So welcome, welcome, welcome for those that's just joining. And then today is Friday. I said, woo, Friday, festive Friday, fun Friday. I was coming up with all kind of F words, except that special one that we shouldn't be saying. The one that dropped when somebody jump in front of you in traffic or something happens and you just scream it out loud, that F word. But it's okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Um, here's what I want to ask about. Here's an F word we're gonna talk about today. Favorite. All right, we're gonna talk about favorite. So, to all of you, what's your favorite movie? Like, what's your favorite movie? What's a movie you can watch multiple times and watch it like it's your first time watching it? What is your favorite movie? Now, some people got several favorite movies that they can watch like that. I'm that person, because I got some in my little, what you call it, little black box that I love, love, love. My number one movie that I really, really love, my favorite movie, is The Color Purple, the first one. The second one is nice too, but I love the first one. The first one is like my favorite movie. Sis said Pretty Woman. Yeah, I like Pretty Woman. It's not in my favorite box, but I like Pretty Woman. Another one I like, a oldie but a goodie, is Shawshank Redemption. Is Shawshank Redemption is that one. I love that one as well. Shawshank Redemption. Another good one that I love is The Green Mile. The Green Mile is another one I love. And another one I like is The Notebook. The Notebook is another one that those are some of my ones I can watch and just rewatch. I love all of the Die Hard series. Okay, one, two, three, four, five, six, however many it is, and I'm a Lethal Weapon fan. So Lethal Weapon one, two, three, four, with however many it is, I can watch most of all of those like it's the first time. Think Like a Man. Yeah, I like Think Like a Man. I mean, I watched it, but It's like something that if it's on TV, I'll watch it, but it's not something I'll be looking up. You know how like some of these streaming services they get they'll put the movies up for like a month or so, and you be like, oh, that's on there. I'll watch it. Um, Pretty Woman might be one. I know you were going to say. Yes, you did know, because you know that's my favorite movie. That is my favorite movie. So yeah, so what's your favorite movie? Not only what's your favorite movie, since we doing Friday and we doing F words, favorite movie. Let me see. Mr. said Training Day, Boys in the Hood, and Menace to Society. Yeah, yeah, those are his favorite. Every When we first met, that's all he was watching. Tell my car, what you doing? Watching Training Day. Let me tell you, gonna watch that movie. Okay, those are some good ones. Those are some good ones. Training Day, Boys in the Hood. Anybody else? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie? And thinking of movies, today is Friday. So you know what? You guys probably should get out and go see a show if you can. Netflix it up. We got all kind of streaming services. You can do a movie at home. It's Friday fun days. End of the week, if you don't have to work, some people have to work. Everybody's schedule ain't the same. But if you don't have to and you want to do some relaxing stuff, sit back at home and watch a movie or go catch one. Go catch a movie that you think you want to see that's playing right now out there for us to see. So it's some good movies out too. And then here's another one before I leave you on this weekend. What's a favorite food? What's your favorite food? Everybody got a favorite food. Now, me personally, I love chicken. I don't care if you baking it, broiling it, roasting it, boiling it. I love chicken. I love chicken. I'll take a chicken wing. I'll take a chicken leg. You name it, claim it. I love chicken. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Yes, so I love that. So that's where I'm gonna take it to right there with the F words. Your favorite movie and your favorite food. So for me, that's what I love. You can do whatever you want. I barbecue it, grill it. Yeah. And I definitely don't need a side with it either. I can just eat the chicken. I don't need a potato, a french fry. I don't need a bread. I don't need any of that. I could just eat the chicken. I love chicken. That's my favorite, favorite, favorite. So yeah, Friday and F words. I wonder will I run out of F words for Friday? I don't think I will. I gotta find some more. But yeah, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite food? For those, I see some people coming on and joining. Favorite movie is Four Brothers. Favorite food is steak. See, I don't eat beef or pork anymore. So hopefully that steak is cooked good and it tastes as well to you. I love the movie Four Brothers though. I do. I like that movie. It's not in my black box of favorite movies, but I do um love I do love that movie. I do love that movie. It's a it's a good movie. It's a very good movie. Very good movie. Um this is Father's Day weekend, people. Medium rare. Yeah, that's what I hear people say when they order it, medium rare. And I haven't ate beef and pork in almost ooh, probably 5 years, 5 or 6 years. I've taken that completely out of my diet. Now everybody do what's good for them. That was good for me. It my body thanks me for me. Now everybody do what they do, but for me, I haven't ate it in 5 or 6 years. No beef, no pork. I don't do it. I'll do turkey, I'll do chicken because that's my favorite, and I'll do seafood, which I love salmon. Salmon, I love. I love a good cooked salmon is good for me. I love catfish. I love shrimp, even though they're bottom feeders and people have something to say about that. It doesn't matter. You, I make a mean catfish. Just by the way, just to let you know. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. Um, I make a mean catfish. So you can ask. about it because I make a mean catfish and I will sauce up you some potatoes, O'Brien, that you ain't never had. And I ain't talking about out the bag, baby. I'm talking about from hand. Yeah. So one thing about me is I can cook. You know how you be confident about stuff that you can do for yourself. So one thing about me, I can definitely cook. So there's no argument there. I'm not even gonna argue. That's one that I know I can do. I can definitely get down in the kitchen, as they say. And when I say burn, I don't mean just burning up food. I mean I can cook. You'll be satisfied with the meal. Trust me. You talking about some amen. He knows. Yep. So thank you for joining me today on Friday. Here's a few things that I want to leave with you. This weekend again is Father's Day weekend. I talked about it yesterday because it's kind of an emotional weekend for me. It's an emotional weekend for me because it's Father's Day weekend and my father is no longer here. So to those whose fathers have transitioned on, just take the memories and go with those, laugh, cry, do what you need to do. As I said on yesterday, I have two uncles. And everybody always say Uncle Jimmy her favorite. And he I don't like to say he my favorite, he's not my favorite, but he is my favorite. But I love my Uncle Russell too. I love my Uncle Russell too. But those are two people that I know that I have in my life that are father figures for me. If I'm feeling some type of way or just need that man on man interaction as a father, I can give them a call and I can talk to them and I feel much better in my day. So I thank God for that. I thank God for that. And I have my pastor and I have people like that in my life. They can't take my daddy's place, but I feel good to know that I have wise men in my life, even if I'm having a situation and just need to throw it off of them. So if you have good men in your lives, I have my brothers, I have my husband, I have my sons. So if you have good men in your lives, this weekend is Father's Day. And I know it's to honor men who have fathered children, but I believe that sometimes you can father children in the neighborhood, in the community, at church. You can father your nephews and your nieces. Father doesn't necessarily mean because you birthed a child. That's not necessarily what fathers mean. So it is Father's Day weekend, and you all, I want you to honor those good men in your life. Remember, one apple doesn't spoil a whole bunch. So I just want to reiterate, I am a champion for saying that there are good men out here. And what pushes me so much is because you see so much negativity at times surrounded by what men aren't doing rather than what men are doing. And there are a lot of good men doing a lot of good things out here. I have been actually researching and collecting data, and I am going to be coming from here on out. Every time I talk, it's going to be something said about what good men are out here doing, not just because it's Father's Day month or Father's Month and it is Men's Health Month, but I'm going to be talking about the good that men are out here doing because there are good men out here. And what pushes me a lot too is because my son is a single dad, and he does his best. He does his best, and I watch and I laugh sometimes because he is doing the best that he can, what he have, and we are his support system. But it is funny because that little one I have, the Mr. Man, he be running. As we say, he tries to run the asylum. He tries to run the asylum. Okay, but men are out here doing good things. Men are out here doing great things. And if you have a good man in your life, if you a grandmother to a good son that's doing what he need to do, let's honor them on this weekend. Let them put their feet up. Let us do the cooking or take them out to eat. It's a lot of nice restaurants, all around. Do what you think is best, but do it all in love, and don't be regretting what you're doing. If you got it to spend it, and don't be mad later. Okay, let's make sure we are honoring those men, okay, on this Father's Day weekend. All right. All right. They better be good men. I know that's right. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. What else do I want to talk about this weekend? This weekend, I also want to highlight. If you look on, thank you. If you look on Eventbrite, there's a lot of things that you can be doing to promote yourself. on Eventbrite. They have some things on there, especially for home ownership. Somebody inboxed me and said, "Do I know any resources for home ownership?" I looked up some things, and on Eventbrite, they have some classes that you can take at North Division High School this weekend. So you just have to look on there and join on Eventbrite. And they have some information on home ownership. Again, a lot of people have been inboxing me about resources, and I'm just gonna put this out here. This is crazy because I've been asked to be in the position of a director of resources. And I'm like, all these people are asking me for resources. Why? Well, I guess that's why, because they knew that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I guess. I don't know. But anywho, you can look on Eventbrite, find those home ownership classes. Okay. So that is what I want to share too. Again, Father's Day weekend. I want to put this out there again. Please, ladies, please. Let's not post that we are fathers and mothers this weekend, okay? We are only mothers. And I don't care what kind of relationship you in, okay? We are only mothers, okay? We are only mothers. We cannot be the fathers. We can only be the mothers. And again, I don't care what kind of relationship you in. If you know where I'm going with that. We only can be mothers. That's all we can be. Congratulate ourselves for being the best moms we can be, whether it's a two mom or one mom. We are moms, okay? We are moms, and that's all we can be. All right, best mothers ever. Okay, let's not be patting ourselves on the back saying we the mother and the father ain't here, and all that good stuff. Let's just celebrate the good men that we have in our lives. Let's not talk about what folks ain't doing, and let's celebrate those good men. Okay, let's celebrate those good men. All right, let's not do that. I'm gonna scroll past your post if you put it up. I'm serious. If I see it, I'm scrolling past it. I'm not clicking on it. Okay, let's just put that out there. All right, and I want you guys to know this weekend. Here's your affirmation to take with you. Wherever you go, no matter what the weather, bring your own sunshine. Okay? No matter where you go, no matter what the weather, bring your own sunshine. That means if you go somewhere and it's gloomy, you be the bright light. All right? Because we are lights and we have to bring inspiration, we have to bring encouragement, and there is always hope. Okay? There's always hope. Don't ever think that there is no hope. Okay? Don't be hopeless around here. There is hope. Remember, June is Men's Health Month, Mental Health Month as well. You know, when we talk about health, it's covering the whole man. All right? Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. So I want you all to know that this June is Men's Health Month. And so if you have that man in your life that probably needs to see a physician or see a doctor, see a therapist, maybe go to church and get some prayer in, whatever it is that you do, let's encourage them to do that. Not only that, on Juneteenth, next week, the new organization that I am a part of called We the Nurses will have a hydration information station at Juneteenth. And so we want hope to see you guys out next week for Juneteenth celebrating. We will have a hydration information station that you can get information on health and different resources. So again, we're covering the whole man, not just about health. It's about the whole man. Okay, so we do going to have that station there. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of other vendors out at the Juneteenth celebration on next week. This is Father's Day weekend, so I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there doing what they need to do. Stay strong, keep your head up. Keep going on, because men go through some stuff, and quite frankly, I'm glad I don't have to go through what some of these men have to go through. I'm glad I'm in my space. I'm glad where I'm at, because men do have to go through some things. They really do. And like I said, love on your special man. Give them what they need. I know I got a big event planned for my hubby, because he is a great hubby. He's a great father to our blended family. Yep, he sure is. And so I got some things planned for him. So I'm pretty sure he's going to enjoy. And so I want you guys to enjoy. I thank you for joining me. And on Monday, the scenery, that's all I'm going to say. It's going to look much different when I come to you at 8:30 on Monday. So don't be surprised when you see me. You don't know where I'm going to be at. You don't know where I'm gonna be. I might be somewhere where you at. You never know. So join me on Monday. It's a traveling show. So join me on Monday at 8:30. Coffee and Convo with Carol. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you for your input. Again, on my profile page, I'm only at 65. I need 100 people. Give me 100, 100. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you guys. Again, enjoy your weekend. Wherever you go, no matter what the weather, bring your own sunshine. Pack it in a bag, put it in your heart, put it in your mind, and let it shine. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.